Grindr. Child, honey, now we got another Grindr attack on. Run it.
A teenager who stabbed his Grindr date 14 times in the back before pretending that he had been tricked into sleeping with a man pretending to be woman has been jailed for 3.5 years. Dexter Davies, who was jailed on a grievous bodily harm charge, made contact with a man in Port Talbot, Wales on the gay dating app and agreed to meet up in September. The two men engaged in consensual sexual activity at the victim's house and parted on good terms, the court heard. Prosecutors said that 8 days after they met up, Davies, who is claimed to be 18 but was in fact 17, popped back up to the victim using a different account. The victim, in his 40s, quickly realized that Davies, who had no prior convictions, was behind the account, and the pair agreed to meet up again. After Davies arrives at the victim's house, he asked whether he had handcuff and a blindfold, adding that he had something in mind, before telling him to lay on his front as he pulled the man's t-shirt over his head. The man felt the teenager's hand on his body and believed he was being massaged, but suddenly felt what felt like punches being delivered with great force to his back. After getting up and turning around, he saw shocked-looking Davies holding a large kitchen knife, which he then used to slash the victim's face before fleeing the property. As he fled, he ran into the garden of a neighboring home and discarded the knife. He bizarrely told the resident of the house that he had been tricked into meeting up with a woman who had turned out to be a man and who had tried to stab him. On top of this, Davies continually trying to mislead professionals throughout the investigation process, though answered no comment to all questions answered in interview after he was arrested. Detectives found the knife and managed to match it to the brand and type of knife used in the attacker's family's home. The victim, who has not been named, suffered wounds across his back, shoulders, and face. One of the wounds was a deep one, just an inch away from his spine, while another one was suffered on his cheek. The man said in a victim impact statement read to Swansea Crown Court that Davies seems like a pleasant young man and that he had no idea why he had been attacked. He added that he was sure Davies intended to kill or seriously injure him with the knife. Since the attack, he has been left feeling nervous and frightened of being alone, and said that in the aftermath of the attack, his house, with its bloodstains on the floor, had felt like living in a crime scene. He added that he felt foolish for letting the incident happen and said the attack had badly affected his self-confidence.
Child, honey, this is just a reminder and warning to all of y'all out here on these gay dating apps. This is a reminder and a warning to gay men, honey, that y'all ain't the only one in danger, honey. Everybody who dates cisgender men could potentially be in danger, honey. If you don't know the statistics, let me break them down real simple for you. Cisgender men in first world societies especially, they tend to have emotional issues that they take out with violence. Cisgender men, especially ones who are gay in the sheets but straight in the streets, they don't tend to be wrapped too tight. Remember, I was telling y'all I don't understand, me personally, I respect people's identity, but I don't understand that whole ideology of you being straight and living on a gay hookup website. Don't be surprised if you deal with these type of people, if you deal with trade, if you deal with downloads and all that, and you end up in a situation like this. Don't be surprised. Yeah, there is a link. It's called psychosis. Yes. Child. Honey, I have so many feelings and so many thoughts, honey. I'm not happy. For one, I'm not happy about a 40-some-year-old man linking up with a 17-year-old who claims to be 18. I don't even like the idea of a 40-some-year-old man hooking up with an 18-year-old. Me, I'm not 40 and I'm not hooking up with no 18-year-olds. But what if Dexter comes out and says that that this is a kink for him. That he likes to turn Jason Voorhees because it turns him on. Or would we be allowed to kink shame? Child, y'all keep dealing with these DLs and these trades and stuff if y'all want, honey. That's why I prefer to stick to my own kind, honey. But trans people are so few and far between, especially sane ones. And I'm not even asking for you to have all the sanity in the world, but I'm asking for you to at least be as sane as me. If I'm going to date you, evenly yoked. I would honestly prefer somebody who has more sanity than me, But I can only expect what I give, Child, Dexter Davies, honey. Honey, y'all better be careful with that Grindr. Honey. Grindr been revealing y'all HIV statuses, and y'all been wondering why y'all be getting emails and calls about HIV trials, and Grindr had been selling y'all HIV status to advertisers, but shot. Honey.